Hello and welcome to this week's video. So today we're going to have a look at the Alfred Hitchcock and the Three Investigators vintage paperbacks that were published from the very late 1960s in this edition up to the late 1970s before the cover design changed. Now, the British publisher was Armada Books, and these were the ones that I read when I was a kid growing up. I absolutely love these editions with their painted covers, and there's 23 in this series before the cover design changed for the later books, and we're going to have a look at all of those today. So sit back, relax, don't forget to like and subscribe to these videos for more content like this, and let's get to it. Okay, so here's the very first book in the series. Now, in the UK, Armada Paperbacks were the publishers for numerous children's series, right from the early 60s. And these are, they very much have like their own house style. And these were the ones I remember first buying in the Three Investigators series when I was a kid. And I, along with the Doctor Who books, I absolutely love these. These were amongst my my most favourite series of books, and I'm pretty sure I pretty much read them all. But you know, that were published up to that time. You know, when I was I sort of stopped reading them, I suppose, in about 13, 14, something like that. But certainly for about 3 or 4 years of my life, I read every single one of these that I could get my hands on. And I always preferred these ones which had the original painted Armada covers. They were numbered on the back, and I always remember the card, you know, the three investigators there: Jupiter Jones, Pete Crenshaw, and Bob Andrews. We investigate anything. And this is quite an early one, this early printing at least, because it's got the old 3 and 6 and 17.5 pence decimal. So I don't believe this is a first edition. Well, actually, this is the first paperback. So this is a 1970, and the hardback was published in 1967. But certainly a really nice one to launch the series. And you will notice that they put the number in the corner there, because there was already a few in hardback out by this time. So here's book number 2. Now this one I actually had quite a job tracking down later, which is why it's not the greatest of copies, but the Mystery of the Stuttering Parrot there. And that's book number 2. And then number 3 was the Mystery of the Whispering Mummy. I remember that one very well. And you see that the series at the moment is following a pattern with the main cover, and then on the back you get a smaller sort of vignette of the action. And the Doctor Who books did that as well around this sort of time. So it's not uncommon. I'm actually going to pop those spine on so we can have a look at them as we grow. Now this is the Mystery of the Green Ghost. So yeah, do I remember this one? Yeah, I think I do. I'm trying to remember the stories of these as we go along. So that was book number 4, and the Oriental one. It's great fun. Now you'll see as the spines go along here, some of them have got Armada books on, which are probably the earlier printings. Some of them drop that. You'll see some of the typefacing is a little bit different sizes. This is just different printings, but these are, this whole run, as far as I know, are all the ones that were released in Britain with these lovely like painted jackets on, which are the ones I really love. Although there is another series for the later books which changes again, and I don't mind those, to be honest, as well. This is book number 5, which is the Mystery of the Vanishing Treasure. I remember this one very well. Nice copy, this one as well. The Secret of Skeleton Island. Yes, very. I remember this being one of my absolute favourites. Yeah, I remember the underwater scenes. Yeah, so I remember. I think it's Jupiter or Pete gets trapped in a cave, and the water is rising, and they have to sort of figure out how to get out. Absolutely fantastic stuff, that one. And number 7 here, the Mystery of the Fiery Eye. I'm not sure if I remember what was going on with this one. It's been a while since I read these. I did reread the first one quite recently, and it's not a bad book by any means, but there were a few little, it wasn't as good as some of the later ones, shall we say, but it was all right to start the series off. Number 8, the Mystery of the Silver Spider. That's pretty cool, that one. Number 9 is The Screaming Clock. I seem to remember this one as being particularly good, from what I recall. Yeah, obviously these were almost like a bit of a precursor to Scooby-Doo. Certainly the books came along just before the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. I know there was the Scooby Gang, but sort of, a mystery which the main participants get to solve was sort of the main basis for the Scooby-Doo cartoons. Mystery of the Moaning Cave. I wonder if this is the one I was thinking of. No, it's not. But I do remember that one, number 10. And number 11, which is halfway through, these Armada ones, The Mystery of the Talking Skull. So, yes, that was, I remember this one as well. Yeah, another really, really good one. Up to 40p now for each one. So I'm just going to pop those over there slightly. I'm going to get number 12 out. So, Laughing Shadow. Don't seem to remember much about that one, number 12. 13 is The Secret of the Crooked Cat. I do remember the line on the front of this one. That's quite a nice copy, that one. Number 13. All of these so far following the same style of the main cover with a small illustration on the back. And these were done by various Armada house artists. Remember this one, Coffin Dragon? Yeah, this is certainly one I read as a kid. None of these so far have been too hard to pick up secondhand as I've tried to piece my collection back together. The very last ones in the series certainly seem to be the harder ones, with these jackets on, that is to say. All right, so not with later ones. Flaming Footprints, yeah, number 15. Series is well established by now. I remember going to bookshops and seeing literally, 100 of these in like W.H. Smith's and some of the other bookshops at the time. This is number 16 then, The Nervous Lion. Number 17, yeah, The Singing Serpent. That does ring a bell. Yeah, another really good one. I always remember the 3 investigators, the ghost to ghost hookup. So tell 5 friends something and then go and get those 5 people to ask another 5 people, and you'd spread the word out. And it was a ploy used in many of the books, and it's brilliant. I've never ever forgot it. The ghost to ghost hookup. Shrinking House. There we are, number 18. Number 19, Phantom Lake. Yeah, don't remember much about that one. Ghostly Gunfighter. No, don't remember that one at all. Number 20, Monster Mountain. Yeah, it's almost like the Scooby-Doo territory again. Yeah, I remember that. Interesting, that one's got a laminated cover, so that's probably a later printing. Let's try and get these all in picture. 21 is The Haunted Mirror. Oh yeah. Now these early 20s, 21, 22 and 23 in these Armada jackets are super tough to get, because by now Armada had already started to re-jacket the series into the more modern style. So this one was 1978, first published 75, Armada edition 1978. So let's just see. This is number 22, Dead Man's Riddle. Once again, very tough to get hold of in this original Armada edition. So you might have a bit of an issue if you're trying to put a run of these together. Now, when did this one get published? This was 1980, but first edition 1979, Armada edition. And 23, to the best of my knowledge, this is the very latest one in this style of jacket, number 23. And I reckon then that the series must have flipped over in 1979, because this is the first in this edition. So 1979 onwards was the last date. So from 70 to 79, so 9 years they used this house style, and then from that point on they flipped to the later one, the second series, and they reprinted the whole lot and then carried on the numbering in the different house styles. So we'll certainly look at those in a future series. All right. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little look through the earlier books in the series for this Alfred Hitchcock series. I absolutely love these, and they bring back a lot of nostalgia for me, and that's what my channel's all about. So if you do like this content, don't forget, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below. What are your memories of reading these Alfred Hitchcock books when you were younger? And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.